Winston Peters is also caught in controversy with his plan to eliminate gangs. New Zealand First is the second party to announce tough gang-related policy. But is a complete ban workable? Will Hine has more.
It was a rare sight, a sea of patches, as hundreds of gang members turned out for Conor Morris's funeral last week. New Zealand First wants these sorts of groups banned, in line with similar laws in Queensland. However, the idea has its critics.
I think we need to be very careful of policy measures that sound great on the hustings, but in reality will have no effect, and I would argue actually quite dangerous.
JARROD Gilbert says a ban would be difficult to pass into law without breaching basic freedom of association rights, and if enacted would just send gangs underground. This former Mongrel mob member and now Kawerau District Councillor says there are better ways to reduce the influence of gangs.
The key is to create positive options of employment and educational success. You want to ban gangs, jobs, jobs, jobs. You won't need to ban gangs then.
The National Party also wants to target gangs through increased intelligence and social measures.
It's good that gangs have become part of the election promises.
The Police Association challenging other parties to table some ideas.
The good thing about what National is saying, and indeed what New Zealand First is saying, is that at least the politicians are taking notice of the extent of the gang problem.
But some say gangs only attract attention prior to elections.
Every 3 years our politicians become experts on the subject, and then we won't hear about it for another 3 years.
Since 1972, when Norman Kirk said he would take the bikes off the bikers and failed, it didn't matter that the policy failed, it gained him electoral advantage, and ever since politicians have taken note of that.
Politicians now hoping the policies will gain traction with voters. Will Hine, One News.